Welcome to Flash Pulp, Episode 5. Tonight's story, The Neighbourly Farmers.
Sunday is gloomy, my hours are slumberless. Dearest, the shadows I live with are numberless.
Tonight's episode is brought to you by CodySkinner.com. Visit to see a guy's resume or watch the award-winning documentary A Day in the Life. CodySkinner.com. Flash Pulp is an experiment in broadcasting fresh pulp stories in the modern age. 400 to 600 words brought to you Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Next week, we will be presenting our first multi-part serial, introducing a new character to the Flash Pulp lineup, Thomas Blackhall. The stories of Blackhall, colored in shades of Robert E. Howard and Sir H. Rider Haggard, will allow the show a more historical and somewhat mystical perspective. As for this evening's episode, it opens on two farmers, longtime neighbors, ruminating on their lot in life from the saddles of their tractors. The Neighbourly Farmers. Written by J.R.D. Skinner, art and narration by Opopanax, and audio produced by Jessica May. It was the second day of Alfred and William's 31st harvest as neighbors. Both hoped it would be their last, as they had for decades. Their time was evenly divided. Half was spent staring at the other, either in the eyes or in the back, droning along the rows of wheat. The other half was a blessed relief as their tractors carried them away to the furthest ends of their fields. Unknown to either, they had each spent long hours prowling around the other's home, shotgun in hand. In the end, both men were too stubborn to surrender by being the one who pulled the final straw. Without warning, each man's engine stalled. At that same moment, in a small off-Broadway theater, the men's ex-wives were holding hands and watching a terrible play. Despite the poor acting and pretentious script, they were smiling. In the distance, dogs and cows began to howl. In Alfred's chicken coop, his 24 hens dropped dead. Gouts of dirt began to erupt in each man's field. Hay bales were tossed into the air and became grassy bombs as they shattered on the earth. A flood of mice streamed out of the fields, abandoning their burrows in futile exodus. This day, their last, both men would know the horror of Carwick, the spider god. Flash Pulp is presented by http://skinner.fm. The audio and text formats of Flash Pulp are released under the Canadian Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial 2.5 license.